Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are obviously getting right into this project, and as the title says, this is an ice cream container makeover. And are you a pack rat? What I chose to use for this project is tissue paper, but not napkin, what you would use for decoupage. The type of Mod Podge I'm using is glossy. I decided to speed up my video here because I just do a lot of extra explaining and it's just not really super necessary. Of course, I'm explaining that I will be putting in some little rocks in there so that the roots do not have to stand in water. This is really strictly for a spider plant that I had in a very small, dinky container, and it was getting really big and it was not really getting enough nutrients. If you were going to make this particular container to be weather worthy, then you would need to use a Mod Podge that is weatherproof, and you would need to put some holes in the bottom of your container. Well, I am doing a lot of explaining, obviously, throughout this particular first portion of the video. There is a second portion to this video as well. And for those who don't want to wait, you can certainly skip through and go on to the next segment then. I'm still learning how to edit my video using iMovie. You will see how this works out, and it looks really nice in the end. And you can do this just for pennies. You don't really have to have a whole lot invested in this. All right, well, without further ado, I'll let you watch the rest of the video then. Hey everyone, I just thought I'd pop in here because now I'm just trying to find something to go on the front of this particular container. And I'm looking through some of the, these are digital prints. You print them off on your computer. And I will give a special shout out to My Porch Prints. I will leave a link in the description if you want to go check out her shop. It's on Etsy, by the way. And I do a little bit of looking through. I have several of them. It actually, these particular ones go with, hang on a minute. It goes with a Bible journal kit. So within the Bible journal kit, you get pages that you can download, and they also, usually within a kit, they'll have other things like you can, have words and all kinds of different things, butterflies on this particular one. So you can add it to your journal pages as you are making that. But I just used whatever I had on hand, which I just grabbed that one, and it just happened to be the Bible journal one. Now, My Porch Prints also has lots of other different things that you can download. And, of course, all her kits are very beautiful. She does an excellent job. And I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to be putting on this particular to kind of help cover up that label. And obviously I didn't want any words since there was already words on this particular tissue paper. I think I was trying to decide which one I wanted. I hope that you really liked this video. I hope it was maybe a little bit of inspiration for you. I know sometimes I will not make any videos because I don't feel particularly inspired. I think that's why I don't do that. On here, I'm actually reading from a book, Ruth Bell Graham. I can go ahead and read it for you right now. Or, I also explained that Ruth Bell Graham was the wife of Billy Graham, Reverend Graham. So in the book, it is the page is called By Way of Introduction. You need to get a bulldozer to clean out your attic, Bill explained one day. All that junk, just clean it out and burn it. You'll never use it. And what will the family do with it after you're gone? Get a bulldozer and clean it out, I replied. And so it went for years, and the wonderful old attic continued to accept contributions graciously, endlessly, never complaining. A trunk going back to my childhood in China, newspaper clippings of the fall of Shanghai to the Japanese in 1937, high school in Korea, old love letters from Bill, boxes of photographs, an old Roman earthenware bowl dug up from the Thames River, a box of arrowheads and spearheads from Australia, crutches to fit any height, Christmas ornaments, my old wedding dress. The veil was used to trim 4 bassinets. When Ned, the 5th, arrived, he had to make do with a cradle. Enough old luggage to start a used luggage shop. A veritable treasure trove of disorganized surprises. When are you going to clear out the attic? All that old stuff you save. You'll never use it. The children won't know what to do with it, and so it has gone year after year. One night, Bill sat in the kitchen den, ignoring the TV evening news, unthinkable for him. He was buried in a pile of note papers. Just look at these, he exclaimed. The best stuff I've ever come across in these years since Bible school. What are they? I asked. My old Bible school notes. Where did you happen to get them? At the Graham Center. They kept originals, but they gave me these photocopies. I switched off the TV. And where did that happen to get that old notebook? I asked. Bill looked blank. Would you believe the attic? The next day, Bill was talking on the phone, telling a friend about his recent find. The friend must have asked him the same question I did. Where did the archivist discover the notebook? Oh, Bill replied casually. It was found in Ruth's attic. 3 cheers for pack rats. Our minds are like storage attics, the experts tell us. They save everything we've ever heard, saw, or experienced stored away there somewhere. We may not be able to find it, but it's there. Some of the bits and pieces stored away in my memory I've jotted down to enjoy or think about when I can't sleep, or am too tired to stir around much, or simply have the need to reflect on times past, friends, funny events, how the Lord's goodness and mercy have followed me all the days of my life. Here and there may surface something lost long ago, and I thought forever. I'm not sure if you can find Ruth Bell Graham's Legacy of a Pack Rat on Amazon, but I'll certainly do a search for you, and if it's on there, I will leave a link in the description. All right, I'll let you listen to the music and we'll go on. Well, all right. Welcome to the tour of my wonderful craft room. Well, it also doubles as our laundry room. So I'm sorry, but it's not going to be cleaned up looking. In fact, I just moved out here back into my craft room. Over the weekend, last weekend. So my husband was very happy to be moving back into the main part of the house while I accepted going out here where we also share it with the pantry, and I kind of just give you an overview, and then I kind of stop at that computer and tell you it's a dumb terminal right now. Because we did not upgrade to the newer Windows. And the little bit, I hate when they do that. Anyway, they make you have to go buy other stuff. Ugh. But anyway, you can see my books, and you can see different things on there, just different crafts. And believe you me, I've got a whole lot more crafts than what meets the eye there. And I talk about the old radio that belonged to my mother. It plays cassette and CDs. And then I talk briefly about my wonderful cordless vacuum, and I do like it. It's very nice. And then I talk about the side door. It's original to the house, has a glass doorknob. And then I go over to my 2011 washing machine that I'm so proud of. You wouldn't believe how many washers and dryers we've gone through since we've lived here, and it's been ridiculous. They just don't make new things very good anymore to last, So anyway, you'll have to excuse the mess as I let you tour this area. It doesn't always look like this. It just happened to be that I finally got some inspiration to work on my video, and I thought, well, I might as well get busy and work on it. And, time just kind of gets by, and here it is already in the evening. It's 9:25 p.m., and it's the same day that I started this recording. I've just taken various breaks and got back with it. And then I'm hoping to possibly get it done tonight and have it uploaded so that you all can view it. I'm sure some of your laundry rooms are quite cluttered, or maybe you have a laundry closet. The other house we lived at, we just had a laundry closet, and I could just shut the door and close it all off. This one has a door too, but I was talking about my trying to organize, and I was saying that sometimes this room gets kind of warm in the summer. It gets cold out here in the wintertime, so I also have a portable heater. You can see where I put my phone to do the recording. This particular, I have a lot more area in which to work here. My craft room table was just very small, and I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just explaining things, but I will just let the recording or the music go here because I do not remember what in the world I was talking about. But I will say this: if you like this video, and if I've given you some sort of, I think I mentioned this earlier, any inspiration at all, I hope that you'll like and subscribe. And thank you so much for putting up with this very long video. I was trying to hurry through it as much as possible. Okay, well, I had to redo my recording again. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of explaining, and hopefully, I was hoping to speed up my process by adding, some speed into my actions. I tend to be a very methodical type of thinker, and that's how I work. Not really explaining too much here. I don't even know really what I'm explaining, to tell you the truth. I guess I'm just saying how there are different ways you can embellish this project. You don't have to be too fancy. You can get a lot of your materials from the Dollar Tree. Or if you want to go a little bit fancier, you can go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And I'm just kind of explaining, showing what I did. And how I applied it was I just used my 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue. I also just, I didn't really color coordinate very well. I just happened to have some flowers that was nearby my desk, and I grabbed those to put on the front there. And I also added a butterfly, as you can see there. Now I've noticed since I've already filled my container with potting soil, and I have my spider plant in it right now. But I've noticed that even though I was so worried about whether or not you could see the actual label showing through, with it being filled with dirt, I'm not really seeing any of that label showing through. So, but it really depends on what you want to do with that. Now, this project does not require any hot gluing. Of course, you can use hot glue if you want to, but I preferred not to. So this project would be excellent for even if you want to save smaller, better dishes. I probably wouldn't use hot glue because it could possibly even, maybe not melt the container, but it might misshapen it or something. But it would be excellent for if you are a teacher or an art teacher and you are simply wanting something fun for your students to do. They could decorate little butter dishes, and they could, something that, or margarine or something like that comes in, or even a yogurt dish, and just make it look really cute. And then they can give it to their grandparents or their grandmothers or their mothers for either Mother's Day or Easter. This particular project might even work at some nursing homes for those that are able to put stuff like this together. And it's just a really great way to reuse and recycle. Well, anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a like and a subscribe. And I hope that you have a really good day and a good evening, and I hope you're blessed. I certainly have been since I've been doing videos, and I am grateful for my subscribers and everybody who watches my video, and I hope to get more subscribers, and I thank you so much. One other thing I want to pop in here and say, I'm not able to get to my other channel and upload anything, so I don't know if it's been hacked or not. I keep getting more and more subscribers over there. It's really nice, but I can't even get on there myself, so. I was just explaining you don't want to poke any holes in the bottom, especially if you're going to be using this inside. But if you're going to use it outside, I would definitely put holes in the bottom. And I must have had something more to say here. I just don't remember. And I think I'm coming close to the end of this portion of the video, and stick around and you'll get to see when I did put my plant in the container then. I think next time I just won't explain so much. Oh no, you could see me in there. Oh gosh. You know, when I'm doing that, I'm not even paying attention to if you can see me or not. Oh gosh. I hope you didn't mind the tour. I hope that you don't just necessarily go, oh my gosh, she has a lot of junk. She is a pack rat. Unless you're a minimalist and you've gotten rid of a lot of things, I think everybody tends to be a pack rat at one time or another. All right, well, thank you so much. Okay, so as you can see, don't look at all my junk on this table. Normally this table isn't all junked up, but you know, we tend to fill up our bird feeders out here and everything else. But anyway, I'm starting this over again because I photographed my finger a lot. So anyway, you can kind of see what that looks like. My other spider plant, I don't know, I just had trouble getting it out, and I broke off the roots by accident. So I could try to reroot that and see if it'll do anything. I don't know, but anyway, those roots are totally shot now. These are the real small containers that I had them in. This is very small, very dinky. That one was very small and dinky, so yeah. I just want to show you that you can also use faux plants. You have to use your own imagination what you want to add to that. Or you don't even have to use it as a planter. Maybe you want to use it to store other things. Okay. All right, thanks a lot, and thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.